CBS Sports HQ, another NFL Sunday. As we break it down, Joe Musso pleased to be alongside my guys, CBS lead NFL analyst Jonathan Jones, and we have two-time Super Bowl champs in studio with us. That's bracket coverage, breaking it down. Logan Ryan and Bryant McFadden holding it down as we take a look at our scoreboard here. Week 7 NFL Sunday. It's been an exciting one, and we will dive right into the highlights. Raiders in the back out to Arrowhead, where we say hello to the lead analyst of the NFL on CBS. Tony Romo joins us now, also the observer of dynasties. Tony, you and I, we've talked plenty about this Chiefs team for the last half decade, but this version of them, this personnel grouping specifically, how did it allow Andy Reid and Matt Nagy to dial up the game plan today?
Well, I feel like this is a game that I've been waiting to see when everyone was healthy. They really have never been all on the field together from a skill position perspective. And so it was like, let's see if it really is a difference maker or if that's just something we've been thinking. Boy, was it a difference maker. I mean, they literally moved guys around and they have the ability to do a lot of different things right now. It's going to help the run game, going to help Kelsey, it's going to help Rice. I mean, this is a complete football team and who's playing probably the best football in the National Football League the last 2 weeks. 9 different pass catchers for Patrick Mahomes on this day, Tony. When we look at what he just went through 6 weeks, how valuable is that? The comfort in wherever he's going to go through his progressions, that he's thrown meaningful passes there and plays have been made by a lot of different guys on the Chiefs right now. Well, the biggest thing is you can get guys to do what they do best. So you dress it up, you move people around, and you make it look like it's exotic. But at the end of the day, you know this guy's really good at this. This guy's really good at this. And I think before they were kind of just putting the round peg, into the square hole kind of a thing, or whatever, square into a round. But that now they don't have to do that. They know this guy does this well, so you just go ahead and put him in that position. And I feel like you're seeing them really take off because now Mahomes trusts everybody and his rhythm. I mean, it just shows he's playing at a very high level right now.
Gold star stuff for the big red machine, but I also want to talk a little silver and black. When you look at this Raiders team preseason, Tony, we're talking about the distance between the top of the division and the bottom of the division being far closer than years past. We see the canyon that still exists on this scoreboard. What do you make of this Raiders effort through 7 weeks now?
Yeah. Well, there's two things. I think the tape shows that there's subtle improvement here and there, but they're not near the standard of the top teams yet, and that's going to take time. They've got a lot of young guys who got to learn the system. Pete's got to really implement his whole, culture and just his vision and, their template of what they're going to do. And I think they'll get it right eventually. But right now, they don't have enough good players. And when a team like that has the injuries they have, you really can't compete against a team like the Chiefs who are coming in at their best. And to me, that was the difference today. It was like, let's get rid of all their good players on the Raiders and be like, go compete. While the Chiefs have their best players. That's not really possible.
A world between them right now. Tony Romo, appreciative of the call and your time always. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, Tracy Wolfson continue to detail the world's dynasty. You wanted to put them to sleep? Well, they are alive and well. The Kansas City Chiefs rolling on with a decided, lopsided victory over their divisional foe, Las Vegas Raiders.
They will see the Colts and Chargers kick off at 4:05 Eastern Time, along with the Giants and Broncos. We've got a big game in the NFC East between two rivals later on today. It's the Commanders on the road, traveling to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Washington without a few big names in this one. That includes Deebo Samuel. Meanwhile, the Cowboys, though, get that guy back, a huge piece in CeeDee Lamb. However, Trayvon Diggs is out. Let's go ahead and get into it for much more on today in the NFL. Let's go ahead and welcome in our own Garrett Padell, who is live for us out at Jerry World. Garrett, it's so great to see you. Let's go ahead and begin with the return of CeeDee Lamb. What can we expect from him today against the Commanders?
It's great to see you too, Jordan. I would say what we can expect from CeeDee Lamb today is all systems go. I had a chance to chat with him after practice on Thursday, and at the beginning of that Thursday practice, it was Brian Schottenheimer, the head coach's 52nd birthday, and he put his arm around CeeDee Lamb and pointed to him and said, "This is my birthday present." And so the Cowboys expect him to be fully operational. Lamb said that had he gone last week at the Carolina Panthers, he could have played, but there would have been limitations. So today, no limitations. He's feeling great. And obviously there's this question of how involved is he going to be in the game plan with George Pickens? His 6 touchdown catches through 6 weeks, tied for the most in the NFL, 525 receiving yards, third most in the NFL. So Pickens has really stepped up in Lamb's 3-game absence. But Dak Prescott said it's going to be on Schottenheimer and the coaches to make sure Lamb is in the first 2 reads of the plays. But he said, obviously, Lamb is going to get his chances. And I think it's going to be really interesting to see how that ball is distributed. But Dak said this tandem of Pickens and Lamb is, quote, electric and even more well-rounded than the Amari Cooper-CeeDee Lamb pairing he had back in the early 2020s when Prescott threw his career-high 37 touchdown passes in 2021. So the Cowboys are very confident in what Lamb can bring to the table today.
Okay, so all systems go. Doesn't sound like they'll be keeping him on a snap count. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yeah, CD said no limitations. He said, I frickin' hate limitations in the locker room. You can guess what the word he actually said was, but no limitations today.
All right, great reporting on that. I love that. Let's get to a piece that they will be missing, though. Trayvon Diggs, he is out today. This defense had a meltdown last week. What will their cornerback room look like today going up against a banged-up Commanders wide receiver room?
Yeah, I think you hit it there at the end of your question, Jordan. I think it's very fortunate for Dallas that Terry McLaurin and Deebo Samuel won't be out there today. The Trayvon Diggs situation is still kind of murky. Brian Schottenheimer walked into the press conference room on Friday in what appeared to be a jovial mood, and then he said, hey guys, I've just got a quick announcement. Trayvon now has concussion-like symptoms after suffering an accident at his home on Thursday. There's no legal situation here, but Trayvon Diggs, will be out today. So Kyer Elam is going to take his place in the starting lineup. And Elam, he was a former first-round pick, 2022 with the Buffalo Bills, traded to Dallas in the offseason. He had a rough start to his year. He allowed the most yards in coverage and tied for the most passing touchdowns, allowed 4 in the first 4 weeks of the season. So he's seen his play time decrease exponentially over the last 3 weeks. But when he has been on the field across 34 defensive snaps the last 3 weeks, he has not allowed a catch on 4 targets. So, improved play for him the last few weeks, but it's going to be Deron Bland, the 2023 interceptions leader, as one outside corner, Elam as the other outside corner, and then Reddy Stewart, who's been steadier for them in that nickel spot inside this week for Dallas. And no McLaurin, no Deebo. Perhaps this is the week that the NFL's worst total defense picks it up a little bit.
Yeah, Dallas fans love to hear that. Some great insight from you, Garrett. Always great to see this one gets underway. 4:25 kickoff from Jerry World. Well, we got these early games underway, but we've got a great slate coming up in that 4 o'clock window. Here's what's to come. Over on CBS, we'll see the Colts 5-1. Can you believe it? Taking on the Chargers. That's going to be a good one. LA, though, enters this game as 2.5-point favorites. That one gets underway at 4:05 Eastern time. And then we'll see the Giants. Can this dynamic rookie duo, Jackson Dart and Cam Scadaboo, keep things going up against one of the top defenses in the NFL? Taking